It was a seemingly ordinary Tuesday, September 25, 1978. Across Southern California, the sun shone brightly. At San Diego International Airport, PSA Flight 182 prepared for takeoff, its destination, Los Angeles. On board were 128 passengers and a crew of 7. The flight was routine, a quick hop up the coast. Nothing hinted at the horror that awaited them. Meanwhile, a smaller Cessna 172, with a flight instructor and student pilot aboard, took off from Montgomery Field, a smaller airport north of San Diego. Their flight plan was simple: practice approaches and landings. Unknowingly, the Cessna was on a collision course with destiny. High above the bustling city, the stage was set for a tragedy that would change aviation forever. As PSA 182 climbed to its cruising altitude, air traffic control was monitoring the skies. They issued instructions to both the Boeing 727 and the Cessna 172. However, a series of miscommunications and misunderstandings began to unfold. The controllers, relying on both visual and radar tracking, believed they had a clear picture of the airspace. Unbeknownst to them, the Cessna 172, flying under Visual Flight Rules (VFR), strayed from its assigned altitude. This meant the pilots were responsible for seeing and avoiding other aircraft. The pilots of PSA 182, also operating under VFR in clear skies, had no reason to suspect another aircraft was nearing their flight path. Minutes ticked by, each one bringing the two aircraft closer together. The tension, though invisible to the human eye, was mounting in the skies above San Diego. At 9:01 a.m., the unthinkable happened. PSA Flight 182 and the Cessna 172 collided in mid-air. The impact, a horrific grinding of metal against metal, occurred at roughly 2,600 feet. The force ripped the Cessna apart, scattering debris over a wide area. The Boeing 727, mortally wounded, plunged towards the earth. The sound of the crash, a deafening roar followed by an eerie silence, echoed through the streets below. The wreckage of both aircraft slammed into the quiet neighborhood of North Park. Homes were flattened, cars crushed, a plume of black smoke rose into the once clear sky, a grim testament to the tragedy. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, but the devastation was overwhelming. There were no survivors. The crash claimed the lives of all 144 people on board both aircraft, along with 7 people on the ground. The San Diego mid-air collision sent shockwaves throughout the aviation world. The investigation by the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, was exhaustive. They meticulously pieced together the events leading up to the crash, examining air traffic control recordings, radar data, and pilot communications. The findings were stark. The NTSB determined that the probable cause of the accident was a failure of the PSA 182 flight crew to maintain adequate separation from the Cessna, despite being alerted by air traffic control of the Cessna's proximity. The investigation also highlighted the limitations of visual flight rules in congested airspace. The tragedy served as a wake-up call for the aviation industry. It exposed critical flaws in air traffic control procedures, pilot training, and reliance on visual separation. In the aftermath, significant changes were implemented. These included mandatory radar tracking in certain airspaces, improved pilot training with an emphasis on communication and situational awareness, and the development of Advanced Traffic Collision Avoidance Systems, TCAS. The legacy of the 1978 San Diego mid-air collision is a sobering reminder of the importance of vigilance, communication, and the constant pursuit of safety in the skies.